All right, developing story this midday around the nation. Workers are striking, picketing outside of fast food restaurants. It is the 4th anniversary of the Fight for 15 movement. News 8's Ken Pierce takes us to an early morning protest in Hartford.
And what do we want? 15! And when do we want it? Now!
Fast food workers in Hartford and around the country took to the streets to call for higher wages. Yvonne has 4 kids to support on what she makes at Dunkin' Donuts.
Us families these days are struggling so hard that it's ridiculous. We're only fighting for what we deserve and for what is right for us.
The protest is part of Fight for 15, a national movement to increase the minimum wage to $15 an hour. Brianna makes the state minimum at this Hartford McDonald's.
I actually have to have another job on the side, which pretty much gives me no time at all to even get an education.
Which is something she would like to do in order to get a job that pays more than minimum wage. Connecticut's minimum wage is actually higher than most. The federal minimum is $7.25 an hour. Right now, Connecticut's minimum wage is $9.60, but on January 1st, it goes up to $10.10 an hour. Workers know there's an increase coming, but they also know it's not enough.
$10.60 or $10.50, whatever it's going to be, it's not going to help. It's not going to do anything. We're going for $15 an hour, and that's what we want, $15 an hour.
The difference between 10-something an hour and 15 is huge. Last night, Yvonne sat down and did 2 graphs with all her expenses. Here's what she found.
I did my rent, my light, my gas, everything, all my bills. And if I did $10 times 40 hours, I was short. I didn't have enough to provide for my children, to provide for my bills, to provide for anything. But then I did another graph, $15, 40 hours, and I actually had about $150 extra that I can put away for hard times.
Employers say they simply can't afford $15 an hour. They'll either go out of business, hire fewer people, or automate. In fact, McDonald's is already talking about putting electronic kiosks in restaurants so that you'll order and get your food without even talking to a human. In Hartford, I'm Kent Pierce, News 8.